Elliot waves, there are two types, method 1, method 2. First, let us discuss method 1. So what Elliot told is again a great scientist. What he told, after 5 waves, market is going to collapse. So this is a wave 1. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 waves, market is going to collapse. That's what he has told. What is the target? Next question, sir. What level it can fall? Draw a straight line from 1 to 4. This is a target line. This is a target. If it breaks this target, it can much more fall down. I'm using the word. If it breaks this target line, it can fall further down. Next question. Sir, you're telling after 5 waves market will collapse. What should be the wave 1 approximately? See, wave 1 approximately it will be like 100 to 120 rupees up. I'm just telling in rough figure. So it can vary also. Sometimes it can vary also. 100 to 120 rupees up move. After that, 30 to 40% down move. This is a rough figure I'm telling. Next, wave 1, wave 2 is over. Wave 3 is a very big wave where it can give somewhere near 120 to 150 rupees up move. See, wave 1 is a bullish wave. Wave 2 is a bearish wave. I'm using the word. Wave 1 is a bullish wave. Wave 2 is a bearish wave. Wave 3 is a bullish wave. Wave 4 is also bearish wave. 30 to 40 rupees down move. So next, wave 5, sometimes it will be very big up move, 150 to 170 rupees. After that, crash. So now, what are the conditions here is, so what is the condition here is, 0 should be less than 2, 2 should be less than 4. This is one condition I'm using. So 0 should be lesser than 2, 2 should be lesser than 4, or 4, vice versa. So 1 should be lesser than 3 and 3 should be lesser than 5. These two are the conditions for Elliot wave method 1. Elliot wave method 1. Now let us straight away go to the examples now. Elliot wave method 1. After 5 waves, market will collapse. That's what Elliot has told. Let me go to the examples. Let me take you to the example. So let me take monthly candle. Let me take monthly candle. So let me draw Elliot impulse wave. Where is Elliot impulse wave? Can you see this Elliot impulse wave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. Fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Below this T. Below the T symbol. Click on this one. Elliot impulse wave will come. Just click on this Elliot impulse wave. Draw the Elliot impulse wave. Wave 1. Wave 2. Wave 3. Wave 4. Wave 5 collapse. So carefully observe. After wave 5, it is going to collapse. Next question. Up to what level it will collapse? So the answer is very simple. Draw a straight line from 1 to 4. Draw a straight line from 1 to 4. That is a target line. So is the target hit? Yes, exactly. It has got hit. This is one of the example. Next example, I'll just show here itself. So what Elliot has told is, he has told market will move in 5 wave direction. That's what he has told. Can you see wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5? After wave 5, market is going to collapse. Draw a straight line from 1 to 4. It has almost, it has hit the target. So just remove this one because confusion for you. So let us not confuse here. So without confusion, market has finished the 5 waves. After 5 waves, it has crashed. Up to what level it will crash? Up to this level. So next question. Sir, what if there was no COVID? whether it has come, whether it would have come up to this level. Yes, it would have come up to this level, but it would have taken 1 or 2 years. But because of COVID, there was a very strong or a very fast reaction. It was like a very strong, very fast chain reaction, we can call. After this, a very strong down move or a very quick movement, very quickly market went up. See, this was a zone where there was nothing, no COVID, nothing in India last year. Hardly few cases. Hardly few cases. There was no black fungus, there was no white fungus, there was no remedies were needed, all those things. So actually, we were like underprepared last year. But somehow, COVID 1, that is wave 1, didn't affect India much. Nothing. But it has affected economically badly. But here is a time where there is a lot of confusion, lot of question mark in your mind, but market is not caring that. Whatever people are telling, COVID 2 is coming, it has killed so much, economy is down, those things are down, but stock market is not at all caring all those wordings. Why? Because there is a vaccine. See, last year, this year, there's a lot of difference. There is a vaccine. People have fear now. Last year, there was no fear. This time also, there is no fear. I agree with you. But at least they know this COVID 2 is little dangerous. So now government will lift the lockdown by another 15 days. Definitely all the state governments will slowly lift the lockdowns. Definitely it will, markets may much more go up. Now, before the lockdown is released, I'm expecting a big up move. Once the lockdown is open, I'm expecting a crash. How the contradiction, how I am thinking, you see, before the lockdown gets over, market may rise. Once the lockdown is over, market may fall down. Why? Simple reason. So this lockdown lifting and all is already known to the market. That's the reason it is already enjoying or it is already going upside. Once the lockdown is open, market is going to crash. Why? Because that news of lifting the lockdown is already added. That much sugar has been already added in the this one cup. Now that news of removing the lockdown or whatever that news is a old news to the stock market. But retail investors like us, what we think, oh naya news aa gaya, lockdown lift ho gaya, market will shoot up. No, that news of lifting the lockdown is already known to the stock market 1 month before or 2 months before only. Market will react to those newses. I hope you're able, I'm making some sense, because last year this crash will give the enough fair idea. See, there was no COVID. Why market crashed? Because the COVID 1 may affect India. That's the reason. Before affecting only it will react. Stock market will react to the news little earlier. Keep this in mind. Little earlier only stock market will react. This is what stock market. Let us say Dr. Reddy is getting some US FDA approval, something they are telling. That news will be already impacted in Dr. Reddy 2 months before only. Let's say Asian Paints, very good results. That news has been not impacted. The before that news only Asian Paints was fallen. Before the good news, Asian Paints was fallen. Now let the news be anything. They will lift the Asian Paints by 5% or 10%. That's what happened in Asian Paints last week. The news was very good. Before the good news only, the stock has fallen so much. Now let the news be anything, they will lift the markets higher. So coming to this Elliot wave, let me take you to some more examples, because ultimately we need to understand it.
And this where to enter, sir?
See, Elliot wave is just to, yes, the question is where to enter.
Yeah.
Let me take that question. So the where is the entry? So where is the entry means after wave 1, wave 2 will get over, na? This is the wave 3 and wave 5. Even the person who doesn't know A, B, C, D of stock market, whoever invests their money here will blindly make money. So wave 3 and wave 5 is the highest yielding wave. Wave 3 and wave 5, any person who doesn't know ABCD of stock market also he will be making better money than you. Keep this in mind, because wave 3, wave 5, anything you touch, it will become gold. You touch, let's say, HDFC Bank, it will give huge returns. You touch, let's say, any quality, so which is in trend, let's say Reliance you touch, it also gave very good returns. Let us say ITC you touch, ITC from past 3 years it has not given any. HUL, let's say HUL, let us say Nestle, let us say Maruti, or let's say MRF. See Maruti, in this wave it has given huge returns. In this wave, up to year it has given, up to 2008 Maruti was doing good, but after that it has not done any properly, it has not done, all because of tough competition from Hyundai, and BS4 to BS6 conversion. Very immediately government told you need to change your engines to BS4 to BS6. All those, and electric vehicles, all those suddenly happened to automobiles, and GST. All these were like very big burden for automobiles. That's the reason automobiles are not doing much great, but definitely in future they will do very well. So the answer is very simple. Where to invest is invest in wave 3 and wave 5. You will make very good money.
Okay, sir. Sir, trend lines are better or Elliot waves are better?
The Elliot wave, to form one Elliot wave, it will take 8 years, 10 years. Trend lines for short term.
Okay.
To form one Elliot wave, we need 10 years, 8 years, or 3 years, or 2 years, something like that. So that's the
So,
reason.
sir, if you're going long, if we're doing long-term investment for like 2-3 years, it's better
Yes.
to use Elliott waves, right?
Yes, you are right.
Plus 200 day moving average.
So 200-day moving average for like 6 months. This Elliot wave, to form Elliot wave only, it will take some year, 1 year sometimes. So now let me draw Elliot wave here also. So let's say wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So I knew Tata Steel will do this wave 5, everything I was knowing. That's the reason as soon as this correction came in Tata Steel, I told everyone to buy Tata Steel or somewhere near. See, I told at 450 only. Somewhere here itself I told, but many people didn't buy. It went to 700. After touching 700, again it came down. Again it went up. This wave 5 was pending in Tata Steel. That was a reason it went up like this. Wave 5 is a very rapid and fast wave. Very fast wave is wave 5. Will be fast and furious wave where you can make very quick money in the wave 5. So here also you can see, let me draw Elliott waves here also. See what Elliott has told is market will move in 5 waves direction. That's it. Drawing this, initially it will be very tough, but once you start drawing, it will be very, very easy. So let me take you to the Nifty itself. 1-day graph. Next question. So you're all drawing for monthly candle. Can't we do it for daily candle? Yes, we can do it. This is a daily candle. See, daily candle may from year to year, all it's hardly it will take 3-4 months time. See, in 3-4 months time also, can we draw Elliott waves? Yes. Let me give a try. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. After that, a big tsunami crash. After 5 waves, market may or it may crash heavily. So after wave 5, market will crash. That's what Elliott has told. Elliott has told only simple things. After 5 waves, market will reverse the trend. That's it. So as per that also, I'm just drawing here also wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So it should crash, right? So up to what level it should crash? Let us see. So if I draw a Elliott wave something like this, so market may crash up to this zone, that is 12,600 zone. If not this year, maybe next year it may crash. See this crossing this Lakshman Rekha, that Lakshman Rekha number also I tell you, it is 15,000 432. Very, very, very strong resistance, I can say. Who knows, it can go up to that level and it can reverse also, right? Anything can happen. And we call it as a double top. Once double top is formed, a big crash is going to come in the stock market, which may happen if it doesn't cross this 15,432. If it crosses that zone and trades above that zone for 1 or 2 days, then definitely we'll touch 16,000 or 17,000 this year. If it doesn't cross 15,432, then it will reverse. Market may reverse the trend and we may head towards 12,600 or at least 13,000. At least we are expecting. Anything can happen. So don't expect everything will happen according to your game plan. Always expect the unexpected in stock market, especially. Always expected the unexpected. Asian Paints will go up. No. What if it falls down? If it falls down, your career will end, right? That's the reason you have to take a precaution.
Sir, another question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in spite of lockdown and COVID in the last 1 year, if you see a stock like PVR, generally people will say don't enter,
Yes.
such a segment.
Mm-hmm.
But sir, 1 year, if you see the chart, sir, it looks like a Elliot wave, sir, from June 2020, sir.
This was in downtrend. If you carefully listen, carefully see, it was in
Sir.
downtrend. Nah. This is past. Let me finish this one. It was in downtrend. The downtrend is broken. So
Yes,
after trend lines, as per trend line, uptrend started. It went up up to 2000. So now all because of COVID. COVID is a biggest enemy for PVR. So
sir.
they were running in half capacity. So there was can you see the big crash in PVR from 2000 to 700 rupees. From
Yes,
700 again it tried to go up to 1600, almost like. Now because of this wave 2, no, wave 2 has not impacted. Before wave 2 itself it has reacted.
come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now for PVR, which is a support zone. See how nicely the stock market works. Thanks for telling the stock names, sir. Very good pattern. See,
Sir.
one question for you. Before COVID 2 itself, it has fallen, means how brilliantly the stock market is working, you can see. Wave 2 will come. See, in March month only, so I think COVID came in a strong way in April, right? Not in March. March month there was little bit cases, but we got a warning. We got a warning from many organizations and from
WHO
WHO.
also.
There was a warning that wave 2 is going to affect very badly, but we didn't care about all those things. So we told Indians have very good immunity power, all those things we told, and we are like, we don't need vaccines, we don't need any treatment. So, but see the beauty of a subject. Before wave 2 itself, it has corrected in a big manner. Was like 37% crash. From that 37% crash, already it has recovered 22%. Another 20% or 15%. So that will be the breakout. So I'm expecting so everything will get set right. So definitely if you are a long-term investor in PVR, that is like at least like 2-3 years or 5 years, something like that, then PVR is a good buy as of now. So
I sold PVR at a loss of 38%. Just 1.5 weeks back. I was very bullish on PVR. It gave very good returns before COVID. But after that, it just crashed and kept crashing only. Never came up.
What price did you buy before that?
I had bought it at 1200 and it went up to, if I'm not wrong, it went up to 2000 also. But then after that, it came down drastically, and then
So you're telling you for a long term. I think you invested long back, I guess.
yeah. About you can imagine about 3 years back, 1 year before COVID.
Okay. So what is a better thing you would have done is you invested at 1200 somewhere here. You invested somewhere here. 2018.
Yes.
Somewhere here you bought it at good price only. It went to 2000. So 800 rupees profit it was only. But somehow because of COVID, it went to 700, right?
Correct.
700, you would have bought at least 10 shares or 15 shares, or let's say 20 shares, whatever the money you had.
Yeah.
At that time, your buying average would have been, I'll just tell you the buying average, 1200 plus 700 divided by 2. Can someone do? 1200 plus 700 divided by 2?
950, I think.
Yes, your buying average would be 950.
Now it's trending at 1200, sir, 1245.
Still would have been profit. So that is the only difference between a retail investor or a big shot or whatever. See, I'm not telling that you have done a mistake. I'm just telling, let us correct. Let me correct. Let me correct you. Let me correct. Let you correct. Let everyone correct in this session of 25 people. Let everyone go in the right path. So it is not a just 10-day session, then you become successful. No. It's a lifelong learning, right? Lifelong you should learn this stock market. Even
I have a question.
Yes, tell me, sir.
Sir, PVR is not getting any sales because of COVID, and even last and even now they are not getting any sales. So how is their stock price increasing?
They had done a rights issue in between. I have a friend who's a VP in PVR, so they had a rights issue where they raised more money from the market because they had cash flow shortage, and it also, the share value also goes up because of news. Suddenly there will be a vaccine news and PVR stocks will go up. So I think this has nothing to do with their cash flows because they are still in a crunch. Salaries are not getting paid the way they were used to be. So hence, the stock value is just going up because of news.
See, only, see, in India, frankly, you tell me which is only wherever you go, which is a movie theater you go, it is only PVR and Inox, right? So no
Yes,
competition, right? They are like monopoly. So that's the reason. See, if this strong contenders are only facing losses in this situation means no one can even come into this movie field. This movies and all those things, INOS, PVR, no competition in future also. Definitely this will throw out other players also, right? So now if PVR can sustain this hurdle phase, a bad phase in its life, then you can see a wonders in this stock. It's a very bad phase. I agree with you. From past 2 years, PVR has faced very critical time, at least from past 1.5 year. But if they can sustain for another 6 more months, these painful things, then you can see the stock flying wherever it wants.
sir. But then now, full Netflix, Hotstar,
OTT platforms are more.
all
Yes,
Netflix
I
are coming
agree
out.
with you. Amazon Prime, so those things
Yes,
are
sir.
also coming. So still, at least India is a big populated country. So definitely people love to go to theaters and watch. I'm not telling, so Amazon Prime will rule. It will take another 10 years Amazon Prime to rule. See, hardly you can just, apart from the cities, you inquire Amazon Prime and all, no one still knows and no one wants to use also. Because it's in mobile. Seeing in mobile is different or seeing in laptop is different. Going to
Also,
movie completely different.
also the
Yeah, and
content.
it also requires internet. I mean, Amazon Prime and Netflix requires internet, and
Also,
rural areas
you
don't have
pay
internet.
more money also, sir.
Yes, you have to pay more
And,
money also for internet as well as for subscription. I know it
and
because I work with Tata Sky, so that's why you are right. It is not with everyone.
See,
the content is also not so great, sir.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
See, this monopoly kind of a business, let anything come, they will sustain, sir. They will not wow, means straight away the movie theaters. See that will not change overnight, sir. In India, nothing will ever change overnight. It takes some few decades or few years. See, 4G came. Still, I see many people are using 2G only in rural areas. It takes lot of time. Hmm? So let us move on to the elite wave method too. We are going out of a time now. So, so let me take you to the elite wave method two. Method two is just vice versa. Vice versa means we are just reversing the technique now. Let's say this is a method two. Wave one falling, wave two rising. This is the word wave two rising. Wave three falling, wave four rising. Wave five falling. After that, a big up move can happen. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, 1 should be greater than 2, 2 should be greater than 4, and 1 should be greater than 3, 3 should be greater than 5. This is the condition. Why I am using this condition is some people they think this is wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3. Some people will think like this: wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. This is absolutely wrong. This is not a late wave. Why this is not a late wave is wave 1. This is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. This point 3 should be lesser than 1. If it is like this, it is not a late wave. Please note it. That's the reason I am writing this condition. Here the same 120%, this much, little bit up move, crash, little bit up move, again crash. Let me draw this and show you the examples for method 2. See, this is for a long term, don't worry much. This is for very long term, usually this elite waves, not for short term, but it will give a fair idea to predict the markets. So just use this for JSW steel.
Sir, it will guarantee they guarantee all the time the market only for Elliot. Sir.
See, that's what the scientist has written and is no more. We need to ask, we cannot ask the elite wave. What he has told, definitely it is working out. So far, you see anything, you can carefully observe this is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5.
Wow.
So after wave 5, a big up, right? A very big up. Second. Now target, which is a target line? Draw a straight line from 1 to 4. I'm using the word draw a straight line from 1 to 4. Cut, touching the lines, touching the points 1 to 4. So target is hit. Above the target, it will still go up. Here also we can draw elite waves: wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Straight away, this is wave 5. So wave 5 is completed. We can see a little bit sideways. Show this as a weekly. This is a weekly. So if you take weekly, number of candles will get reduced. That's it. So this is the elite wave. Let me draw this for Tata Steel also. In Tata Steel, this is not at all doing this. In between it has come and it is. Let me take Tata Steel. See, what Elliot has told, he has told simple things. He has told market will move in 5-wave direction. That's it. Market will move in 5-wave direction. So now let me draw Elliot wave here also. Wave 1, yes, clear. Wave 2, clear. Wave 3, clear, sir. Wave 4, clear. Wave 5, clear. Now, wave 5, we should draw this one. But because of COVID, one fake up move came, but because of COVID, wave 5 has been extended. I'm using the word because of COVID, wave 5 from year 2, it has been extended downside. Now let me draw the target. Draw a straight line from 1 to 4. Target has been hit. After hitting the target, little bit down and again it went up. After hitting the target, little bit consolidation or a crash. Why? Because for this one, this is a wave 3. This one, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 over wave 4. Then again up move. So I hope you're able to understand here. The doubt here was, sir, wave 5 here only ended. No, sir. Yeah, I am right. You are also right. Wave 5 ended here, but because of market would have gone up like this only. But because of COVID, again crash came. One more crash came. That one more crash coming, no, that one will join it to wave 5. Let me draw this for Nifty one day candle. Let me take 1 day candle. So can we draw this for 1 day candle? Yes, definitely yes. This is a Nifty 1 day candle. So carefully observe. Late impulse wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. See, inside Elliot wave, there will be baby Elliot waves. If you carefully observe, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Inside Elliot waves, if you carefully observe, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Inside Elliot waves, there will be baby Elliot waves, which if you go in depth, it is very difficult. Let me finish it up this one. Target, which is the target? 1 to 4. Yes, target is it. Yes, does it. How nicely it has hit. Almost. It has hit the target perfectly, almost. That's the power of Elliott waves. After 5 waves, market will reverse. Next question. Sir, at what point should we invest, sir? Very good question. So at what point we should invest is, once the Elliott wave, 5th wave is over, it's the point to invest your hard-earned money. But that opportunity will come in once in 2 years, or once in a year, or once in 3 years. So at that time, what should I do this money, sir? We just put that money in SIP or mutual funds. So put your hard-earned money in SIP and mutual funds. Once the market gives an opportunity like this, Elliott 5th wave is over in the downtrend. I'm using the word downtrend. The downtrend is getting over. Let us say, no, sir, I'm not understanding Elliott wave, sir. You know, at least trend lines, right? If you are not understanding Elliott waves, nothing to worry. Just draw trend lines. Sir, trend line broken, sir. Should I invest? Yes, blindly invest. So, blindly invest. So, what is the difference between trend line and this one is? So, as per trend line, you would have entered here. You would have entered somewhere here. But as for Elliott wave, would have entered here itself. You are little bit early from others. You are little bit earlier from others. Others are entering here. You are entering here itself. And that too, it is an index. This is a Nifty. So, you know, everyone can buy Nifty ETF, right? So start buying Nifty ETF once the market finishes the 5th wave.